Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Mental Health Diaries podcast, episode number 24. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is looking after themselves. But today I wanted to talk a bit about shame because I attended a focus group yesterday. As an ambassador for Time to Change Wales, I attended a focus group based on a new campaign that they're going to be doing, which is all to do with shame and self-shame and external shame that exists when people suffer with mental illness. And it was very informative, and it was very interesting to hear all these different champions' views. They call their ambassadors champions, just for context. So it was interesting listening to all these different champions' views on shame and how they feel shame, and obviously then airing and verbalizing my shame that I have with my mental illness. So yeah, it was really interesting. To attend the focus group, and it is a new campaign that they're going to be doing some point this year. Um, and there is a lot of shame in mental health. I was ashamed for a long time that I suffer with mental health, and that manifested in itself. It became self harming. My shame became self harming. The shame was a catalyst for the self harming, and it's uh, internal shame and shame that you put on yourself can be a massive barrier in you reaching out and asking for help. So I've been there and done it, so I know how you're feeling. It's very, very hard, but it's worth it in the end because when you do reach out and ask for help, you're not that shame slowly goes away one day at a time. It's not going to go away straight away. Of course, you're gonna that shame is going to live with you because it's a part of you, and it manifests itself in your mental health, and that's what I have, and that's what the focus group was about yesterday. It was about shame and how people cope with shame, not only from their own shame, but from the shame that they might suffer from people, who criticize or demonize or discriminate against people with mental illness. And that happens in the world. It's just unfortunate, but it does. Um, so yeah, shame is a massive part of your mental health, and if you feel some sort of shame, then I understand how you're feeling because I've been there, and I'm still there. Um, Unfortunately for me now, counselling is finished, and it's been finished now for about 2 weeks, and having that support network for so long of 16 weeks of having counselling and then then it just finishing and not having it, I do feel a bit lost. I do feel a bit like something's taken away from me that was a part of my recovery. Yes, I'm getting, a different type of treat, or I'm possibly getting a different type of treatment for my PTSD, but still, I still feel a bit lost without that 1 hour session that I was having with my counselor because she really understood what what was going on in my head. Um, and when I verbalized it to her, it made sense. And she could empathize with what was happening with me. So now that it's gone and counseling is finished, I do feel a bit lost. I can re-refer myself, and if I do start to feel going backwards, which I might, because counselling was such a tool for me to help me work towards throughout the week. I could have my counselling on the Tuesday, and then no, I've only got to survive another 7 days to get there again. Now it's gone. I have to find ways of replacing that feeling of being comfortable and secure and safe in counselling. So that's my next challenge. And unfortunately, for this new bloody treatment that I was referred for, I have to sit another bloody assessment. Now, these assessments are very, very hard. They're very, very taxing. They make you feel like you're a criminal. You just sat there, and they bombard you with questions. They don't know what's going on in my head. They can't see, but I've got to be assessed again, even though I've been assessed by the mental health service 3 or 4 times, and they've just palmed me off with counselling. The nightmares don't stop. The flashbacks don't stop. The trauma don't stop. I see that day where I wanted to end my life. Every day of my life when I close my eyes. Every day since I tried to commit suicide last year, or wanted to commit suicide last year, I relive it because my brain can't let go of it. Why have I got to sit another assessment when a counsellor have referred me for this treatment? It's just they need to fix this mental health system because it's bollocks, absolute bollocks. Excuse my language, guys, but it's wrong that people have to go through the assessments, and you know they're doing more harm than good. Just treat the people, give them the help that they need. Stop assessing them based on a score sheet. Just because they don't hit a score on your little sheet doesn't mean they can't qualify for mental health help. It's garbage, honestly. But I've got that assessment on the 23rd. Um, I'm worried about it. I'm anxious about it. I'm a bit lost without my counselling. Um, I hope to, find things to replace that until the assessment, and hopefully I get through the assessment and they offer me the treatment that the counsellor said I needed. Um, so I guess just fingers crossed over the next few weeks to see where my treatment or where my journey goes next. But if you're starting out your journey, or you're in the middle of your mental health journey, or you've come out the other end and you've survived your mental health journey, um, sharing your story and sharing your experiences um, can only benefit everyone. So I encourage everyone who has the confidence and the strength or the resilience to be able to verbalize their experiences with mental health, because the more people that talk about it, the more normal it becomes. It normalizes conversation, and it allows people to feel safe talking about it, and it allows people to see that there are other people willing to stand up for them no matter what it costs them. There are some amazing people in the world. I met some amazing people at the focus group yesterday. Some very, very brave and strong people who have go through many different mental health disorders. Not dissimilar to me. There was a couple of people that had the same as me, but there was people there that suffer with schizophrenia, bipolar. Myself was PTSD, anxiety, and depression. So it was nice to be around people that understand what everyday life is like for someone like me, who has a really dark mind, who has a very low opinion of himself, who isn't the best company, whose mood can switch just like that. And it's very hard to be around someone like me because I don't take disappointment well. Um, I can't get out the habit of self-harming, and I don't do it as much, but I still refer back to it when I'm really, really low. Now that I'm without counselling, it might rear its ugly head again, but I guess I can only take one day at a time, and let's just see what happens. But it was very, very heartwarming to hear other people's stories yesterday in the focus group about shame, and I'm really looking forward to seeing that campaign develop here in Wales. Um, with regards to shame, stigma, and discrimination. And I was glad that I played a part in that focus group to get my points across, and how I feel about shame, and how I feel shame stops people from engaging in the conversation, and um, how generational curses can stop people from expressing themselves and verbalizing their feelings through thought. Um, so let's see what happens with that. I'm also, which I'm looking forward to as as a ambassador and champion for Time to Change Wales. I'm attending an exhibition on Friday to give my time to stand on the exhibition stand and talk about mental health, talk about Time to Change Wales. So I'm nervous and anxious about that, but also a bit excited because I'm giving back to the people who helped me in my time of need, and who continue to support me with my mental health. Um, I'm at the start of my journey, and I think there are many more dark times to come for me. But I think I also have some resilience now. And I have a good support network. So when I am in those times, I know I can't get any lower than what happened to me last year and what I did to myself last year. I can't get any lower than that. So I know I've survived that and come through it, and now I'm an ambassador for the first national campaign here in Wales to end discrimination and stigma around mental health. And I'm giving back to the people that helped me when I was on the waiting list to be seen by an NHS counsellor. It was those people from Time to Change Wales. It was those people from the Mind Cymru, the mental health charity, that helped me for free. And when they couldn't help me no longer for me, they provided me paid counselling until the NHS counsellor came up. So, and my parents paid for me to have counselling. So they helped save my life and they helped me be here today. So the least I can do is go and help and talk about mental health and let people know at the exhibition stand that there are people out there who are fighting for the mental health cause. Um, and that should be interesting. Giving my a couple of hours of my time to, you know, stand on the exhibition stand and promote mental health awareness, which is what I do on my channel and what my channel is for, um, and especially for everyone out there who have subscribed to the channel. You don't know how much I appreciate every single view that you've given my channel, whether it be one of my shorts, videos, lives, podcasts, whatever. Even if you've taken just watched just one of my videos, it's massively humbling to me, and I can't thank everyone enough for subscribing to the channel. It means everything to me, so thank you. And keep subscribing, bottom right hand corner. Keep sharing the channel. Keep engaging with the channel in the comments. I reply to as many as I can, and I will continue to do that. I want to engage with you guys, and I want to talk with everyone about mental health, and I want to help you, and I want and just realize just by you subscribing and viewing my videos, you're helping me massively in my journey through mental health. So thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Every view that you've given my channel, every comment that you've made, every like that you've given on a video, it means the world to me, and I can't thank you enough. I can't do this on my own, and I can't grow this channel without you guys. So thank you very much to everyone who's helped and supported the channel so far. Another thing I suggested yesterday in the focus group, Time to Change Wales. If you check out their website, it's www.timetochange.wales.org. Head over there, see what the national campaign is about. You'll see what I'm talking about. But what they don't do, they have national campaigns and they have social media platforms. But what they don't do, that I found interesting, is they don't have a podcast. So I've suggested and put forward an idea of having, when they launch new campaigns around mental health, when they launch like the shame campaign that they were talking about yesterday in the focus group. When they launch that campaign, it would make sense to go along with the work that they do on their social medias platforms, the leaflets, the literature, the mental health advice and help that they have available on the website. As well as all that, why wouldn't you have a podcast with your champions, real people with real experiences talking about your national campaign? That would massively benefit the campaign here in Wales, and then it can be a platform for others to jump on board and get into the conversation, because I still believe mental health is one of the most important subjects in the world that isn't talked about enough. We see lots of people with lots of shows, with lots of podcasts, um, debating all these different things in the world, but mental health seems to be a subject that not many people want to go towards, because it can be quite awkward. It can be quite touchy to talk about, but it needs to be talked about, and real people need to share their experiences. So having a champions podcast to go side by side with your campaign about shame would massively benefit the campaign. So I put that idea forward yesterday. Hopefully something comes of that. Who knows if they want to sorry, just close that. Who knows if they want to, take my advice on board? But it was just an idea that I had. I'm hoping to grow these live videos So I can actually um, I can actually talk to people via the chat. I don't seem to get many live viewers still on my videos, but in time, I hope that changes. I'll still stay consistent and be live once a week. Um, as the channel grows then and the channel gets bigger, I want to go live every day then, with a morning and evening show, if I can. But like I said, I have to have the audience for that. So I'll stick to my schedule at the moment, producing videos that I think are quite that are informative, that can normalize the conversation about mental health, and make myself available once a week for 45 minutes to go live on YouTube, in case there is anyone out there that stumbles across the live and is struggling with their mental health and wants to talk to someone, because that's what my channel is about. That's what our channel is about. This channel isn't just mine. It's for everyone out there who's suffering with mental health. It's for everyone out there who thinks that they're on their own. It's for everyone out there that thinks that they're at the end of their journey. Believe me, you're not, because the world is a better place with you in it. I promise you that. The world would be a sadder place if you weren't here. So thank you for staying. Thank you for not giving up. And thank you for carrying on, waking up and getting out of bed and doing the daily things that you need to do to get you to the next day. Thank you for being here. The world is a better place with you in it. Never forget that. Never forget that. Everyone has something unique to offer this world. It doesn't matter what disability that we have. It doesn't matter what race we are. It doesn't matter what type of life we want to lead. We're human, and we're all humans, and we should be kind and respect other people's journeys and encourage other people's journeys and champion other people's journeys and congratulate them for trying to do something positive instead of being negative. I've got enough negativity in my own mind. My mind is negative enough against myself. I don't, why do we want to see negativity in comments and stuff like that? We don't. No one wants to see that. No one. So let's just stop all the hate, stop all the negativity, and support each other, and grow each other's channels, grow each other's viewers, grow each other's subscribers, and together just create a better world for everyone to live in. And that's what everyone wants, surely. Um, and I hope that happens for everyone one day. I hope you all out there who think that you haven't got what is coming to you. I hope that day comes for you all. And if it does, you know, God's blessed you, but you're blessed every day that you wake up as well. I feel like I'm blessed every day that I get now, because last year I accepted my life was over and there was no coming back for me in here. Now there's a bit of fight, there's a bit of a tug of war where I'm pulling back against that. So, you know, times change, people change, but one thing that doesn't change is your importance to the world. And what one thing that doesn't change is who you are, because who you are is very, very unique, because no one can be you. No one can do the things that you can do. So believe in yourself, believe in your journey, and keep going, and just keep pushing forward. I would never have thought I would get even one view on any of my videos. If you watch my early videos back in April last year when I first started, they were shit. I'm not saying they're amazing now, but Jesus Christ, I'm not the most tech savvy person in the world. I started with the smallest, tiniest, crappy laptop I could find, and just started doing videos. And progressively over the year, I think they're not amazing videos yet, but they're a lot better now. So if I can do it, anyone can do it. It's all about it's all about being brave and putting yourself in uncomfortable positions. I'm not comfortable sat here talking about my mental health, but I do it because it's important. I do it because it's my purpose now. I do it because I want to help other people, and I do it because I don't want people to feel the way I feel and the way I felt. So I do it out of necessity, to stop people from thinking and living a life that they think they're on their own, because they're not. I'm here, this channel is here, and there are many people out there who want to help. And there's so many amazing people in the world that you haven't reached out to yet, and you can do that through all your social media platforms, whether it be Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever. For me, YouTube is the number one platform to get your message out there, and which is why I'm investing my time in YouTube. I'm trying to improve something in my videos every day, every time that I do one. But you know, Rome wasn't built in a day, and it's only been 1 year. 1 year this last week, um, that I've been on YouTube, and um, you've given me purpose, guys. Everyone that's subscribed, everyone that's viewed my channel has given me purpose to live, as well as my family and my son. That's great purpose to hang on to. But an individual purpose for me, you've given me that because you've supported the channel. You've viewed some of my videos, you've subscribed, and you went out of your way to do that to help me. So thank everyone who supported this channel, um, because I'd never ever thought it was possible. Um, I don't know. I'm rambling on now about my self pity. Um, yeah, just a bit lost, I guess. I just feel shit, a bit shit that counseling's finished, and I've got to wait till the 23rd of May now to be assessed by two different people before I'm given the treatment that I was recommended for by my counsellor for the PTSD. So who knows what's going to happen to me between now and then? But I, I'm fed up of being assessed. I'm fed up of being asked questions. I'm fed up of being treated like a criminal because I'm asking for help mentally. It's the counsellor actually referred me through my GP for this treatment, and now I still have to sit an assessment in front of two people and explain everything again. The system is backwards. Is the kindest word I can use. Bollocks. It's absolute bollocks, guys. Um, I need an haircut. I look like shit. I look 50 years old. I'm only 39. I feel 50. Uh, I gotta say, I don't know. I respect people who get up every day now, and go through everything, every challenges that life throw at them, and they still keep going. I've newfound respect for people that have pushed through mental health issues, because back in the day, I was as ignorant as some people are today about mental health, and I'm not ashamed to say that I was wrong, and I paid the price for it. So I massively respect people who who take it to the max every day, and try and change their life. Um, guess you have a new. I guess in in times of darkness, you find a new found respect for life, and I guess I do have a newfound respect for life because I almost took it away from myself. Um, Very thoughtful today. Very, you know, very meh. I don't know. I guess it is what it is. Um, Interestingly enough, I asked a few people if they would come on the podcast at the focus group. A few of them said, they'll think about it. So hopefully, I can get someone on. So it's not just me talking shit. Um, Hopefully, one day someone will come in the chat and ask me, and open up to me about mental health as well. Um, I pray for that day because that's what I want. If I can save just one life, that's a win for me. Um, so yeah. Hmm. So yeah, Also, check out the podcast on Spotify. It's available on there if you are out and about and you like listening to podcasts while you're traveling, or check out my podcast on Spotify as well. Give it a listen. Help grow the audience on there as well. Um, I you know I guess I just hope that one day everything that I've put myself through doing YouTube and all the all the anxiety, all the nerves, all the fear about doing YouTube. I hope that one day pays off for me and pays off for you guys as well, and you can be proud to be part of this channel. Um, if it ever makes it massive on YouTube, who knows? Time will tell. And if it doesn't, it's still the channel has still played a part in saving me from my mental health and saving me from my mind. And that's important. That's very very important. So it's done its job. It's kept me here. And it's keeping me here. So I guess that's the main thing. Um, because do you know do you know how hard it is for us men to talk about how weak we feel, how and overwhelmed we feel? Do you know how hard it is for a man to say that I can't do this alone anymore? That's not a knock on your pride. That's shame. How can I explain my mental health to someone and what's going on in my head when I don't even understand it myself? That's why I hate these assessments. They're not in my head. And if they were, they would want to get out straight away. So understand how hard it is for people to talk about mental health and let them know that it's okay. Even if you don't like the content, even if you don't like the videos, just be kind and say well done, because it's very very hard, and it's very very mentally taxing and mentally exhausting for someone to plug up the courage to come on live on YouTube, or create a video and say that they're struggling. So just, be nice, even if you don't subscribe, even if you don't like the channel. Just please be kind in the comments and let them know that what they did was a brave thing. I think let's finish on something positive for today. Um, if we can choose to be anything in this world, and we can, why not choose to be kind? And remember, the world is a better place with you in it, and everyone else is better off in the world with you in it. Thank you for watching this week's edition of the Mental Health Diaries podcast, number 24 on YouTube. Um, Check out the playlist, binge watch the podcast, guys, and help me get that viewership up. Subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Look after yourself, look after your family and friends, and I shall speak to you all soon on the Mental Health Diaries podcast. Take care. Goodbye.